About a month ago, I purchased a Samsung Bespoke refrigerator with the French door freezer on the bottom. And after a couple of days, I noticed that when I opened the freezer drawer, the little white decorative cover was not sliding back. It was not catching onto the little thing that's dangling down from the top to catch it and pull it back to reveal the ice. And it's not a deal breaker, but this was kind of annoying since these refrigerators are not cheap, and I just purchased it. It was like just a couple of days old. So I called Samsung up and I asked them, about it. I described the problem. I worked with the technician on the phone for about 20 minutes or so. And eventually she just decided to go ahead and send me out a new cover, thinking that maybe it was defective. Well, it turns out the next one that came, I installed it and the exact same thing happened a couple of days later. Like it just takes about a couple of days, 48 to 36, 48 hours or so, and it starts doing it again. And what I realized was that this little plastic tray is kind of squeezed a little bit. It's probably got pressures on the side of it that cause this little sagging issue where the cover tends to kind of like get pushed down a little bit. That plus I think the cover is a little too thin. And so what I've decided to do is take matters in my own hands. And I found in my garage a piece of metal that's about 5 inches in length, maybe about a inch wide, and had two holes in it. And it's a fairly thick piece of steel. It's probably about a 16th of an inch. It's not flimsy, but it's bendable, but it's very hard. But you got to really bend it a little bit. So and it had a couple of holes at the ends of it. So what I did was I put it on the bottom of the tray and I screwed a couple of screws to it and I just kind of bent it a little bit to give some stiffness to the area of the tray where this piece is sticking up so that it can get caught and held by this finger. And it's worked out perfectly. Now every time I open my refrigerator, this tray slides back as it's supposed to. Because as you see, there's a little clearance, maybe about a not even a quarter of an inch. It's less than a quarter of an inch that's supposed to get grabbed by this little finger and pull this tray back. So here I'm just kind of showing you what I did to get mine working. And if you have some engineering skills or if you have a handyman around and they want to replicate what I've done, this definitely will solve the problem. But getting another cover won't do it because these things are just a little too flimsy. I think they didn't put enough plastic in them to make them stiff enough in this area. And what happens is when the finger goes to pull the thing back, it pushes down on it and it just slides off and then it stays in place. But anyway, here's some diagrams showing you what I did and the results, and you'll see that it works perfectly now if you want to give it a try.